Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So officially, I have lost my mind. I've lost my mind completely. I went and traded my near new 2023 Lexus LX600 F Sport, this beaut of a vehicle, and I'll explain more in future videos, but I decided to unload the Lexus and try something new. Out. I was actually going to buy, you guys know I've hinted at it a few times, I was going to buy another V8 Tundra TRD Pro. I love that Tundra, the previous generation Tundra, but I've already had it. I've had it a few times now, and I've kind of beat that to death. So really, guys, this is me trying to branch out, and I know I'm going to get flack. For sure I'm going to get flack from people, especially trading in a Lexus LX600 for it. I know, rookie move, I get it. And I'm expecting you guys to beat me up on it, especially being a GM product, not known for having excellent reliability, or not really known for too much good, to be honest, across the board. My dad, he was a huge GM guy growing up, and he would be super proud to know that that I'm trying this out. If you know anything about trucks, you probably already peeked at this and you already have a good idea of what you're looking at, but this is, in case you don't, is a Silverado 1500 ZR2 Bison with the Bison package. The Bison package adds on some pretty cool bits to include some steel bumpers front and rear. This AEV front and rear bumpers. This one in particular, I really wanted it because of what is under the hood. And this might shock you guys, but I've done quite a bit of homework on this, and this 3.0 inline 6 Duramax diesel motor has a phenomenal reputation, and Chevy GM has only really improved it since the last iteration of it. This is like the Gen 2 of that 3-liter inline 6, and it really, everything I've read, everything I've seen about it, there's some amazing testimonials. People love this particular motor. And when you combine that with the Bison package of the Silverado here, I don't know, it just felt like a right idea. It felt like something worth trying for sure. I got a great deal on it. You know, I mean, unlike TRD Pros, you are often able to get incentives, rebates, some additional deals, and good interest rates if you finance. So that is new to me, right? I'm used to dealing with TRD Pros, and you can kind of, if you can find one at MSRP, you better jump on it, right? Whereas this, you know, I was able to get it off of MSRP, and I'll talk all the numbers, all the details, and I'll show you the numbers in a future video. So worked out well. Ended up being a wash on the LX, even after taxes and everything. It was a wash to make this work, even in continuing to save thousands of dollars below MSRP on this. So very happy with the deal. That Fowler Chevrolet worked with me. Shout out to Roger. He was my sales rep here, and he did a really good job. So definitely a pleasant experience. I'm in and out of here pretty quick. So I've only been here for like 20 minutes, and I'm already heading on out. A lot of the reason, and I'll talk a lot more about this in a future video, but this is just, you know, this is just so expensive, right? This is $111,000 and some change MSRP. I paid a little bit more than that for the window tint and the clear bra, and I ended up financing half of it, right? So I traded in my 4Runner TRD Pro, so a large loan that I put on top of that. And, you know, although I could have paid it off, that would have put me in a pretty tight spot. It would have been car rich, bank broke kind of a thing, and I don't want to do that to myself. So I did find myself, even with excellent credit, having a terrible interest rate on this. A terrible interest rate if I were to continue paying it out. Could I refinance through a local credit union? Yes, blah, 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 blah. But I just wasn't happy with the numbers on it. Not to mention, it just tied up a lot of money. This, I'm saving a lot of money. Got an excellent interest rate on a little bit that I financed for it, and very happy with it. So I'm excited to really experience this GM product. Hopefully, I hope it lives up to the hype that I've read about it, everything that I've seen about it. But lots to come, right? So I still have a lot to learn about it overall. Let me give you a formal walk around, and then I'll pop inside and give you a look in there. The tough part about the Bison in general, or tough part about pulling the trigger on this, I saw it as kind of a good and bad thing. The tough part is, this is Raptor money. This is Ford Raptor 37 Performance Package Raptor money, just shy of 37 Performance Package. Normal Raptor money, absolutely. So MSRP on it was $84,500. That's pretty steep. That's pretty steep for a Chevy at the end of the day, right? But this is, you know, filled out to the gills with aftermarket, you know, but through AEV and the Bison package here. It's just, I loved this package, how it came together. It looks exceptional. You know, and there's something to be said about having this, not having the giant fender flares that we find on the Raptor, although I love them too. You know, that's not what this is about. This has front and rear lockers on it. You know, the Raptor doesn't have front locker on it. Like, there are some additional goodies and additional perks that this has over the Ford Raptor. And I've owned a Raptor. I've owned a couple of them, even a 37 performance package. A lot of potential recalls, a ton of recalls even during my ownership. There's been more since. You know, they are pretty prone to having issues with them. Not to say this won't. I'm not gonna, you know, knock on wood. Hopefully I experience less with this, but I'm not naive either. It is a GM product, and there is a chance that I might bump into issues with it. But back to my point, a part of me does appreciate the simplicity of it, kind of like the Tundra Tier 2 Pro. It had normal fenders. It didn't have wide fender flares on it. A very simple look, a very simple, mature look to it, and I kind of appreciate that overall. Of course, we're going to slap some larger tires on it pretty dang soon. I'm already thinking KO2s, white lettering out, would look great on it, probably 35 inches. These are 33-inch tires on it, and I think they're too small for it. So let me finish my walk around. I'll stop geeking out. There's that rear steel bumper. And the more I looked at, I even considered getting a Terra 2024 Tundra Tier 2 Pro, but I'd already been down that road before, and I didn't love that new iForce Max. I was like, why do that again? You know, for about the same price as this. And this, look at this, we got like steel bumpers to it. The interior is far better in this than the Tundra, I would argue. And even reliability ratings. I mean, we'll talk a lot about this in future videos, but the reliability of that new Tundra isn't great. It isn't great at all. It doesn't have that same reliability rating that has always made the Tundra exceptional, a great pick. Yeah, I would argue that it's worse than GM right now. So we could talk about that, and I can provide some examples of it, of why I believe that. Obviously, I am biased at this point in time. I'm walking around my new Chevy truck, so I will acknowledge that. Love the front end, unique to the Bison. You do have a paint body match front line here across. I love that. Normally I think that's a dark gray on the standard ZR2. But look at this bumper. Like, that is exceptional. I love that. And underneath, part of the Bison package, part of making it $84,500 is you got a bunch of skid plates all throughout it, all the way across. I think it's 5 all the way across. So pretty spectacular, combined with a front and rear locker. You don't see that all too often these days too. So love that. Show you the hood one more time. And then we'll hop in. So you do have the flow tie up front, the red accents there. Black side mirrors, mirror caps. I don't love the fact that they're gloss black handles. I think that would have been nicer to have that matte black. Let's show you the interior. So unique to the Bison, you get the AEV stamps stitching throughout it. Some nice yellow stitching within it. Gray and black leather. It does look pretty dang sleek. And this is a Chevy. This is a GM product. Can you believe that? Soft material up top here. I wonder what that is. It's not leather. It's just a soft feel to it, which is nice. Kind of a faux carbon fiber. Don't love that part of it. But metal handle, that's nice. And soft touch down here with that cool yellow stitching. Again, a Bose sound system. It does have the technology package. Again, I can easily turn this into a 20-minute video. I'm gonna try not to, guys, but there's some additional bits on it, and I'll walk you through the window sticker in a future video if you're interested. So standard sunroof on this. That is a $1,000 option on this ZR2 here. There's your entry point ZR2 badging, and unique, of course, to the Bison, you get the AEV all-weather mats. Push to start. It's interesting hearing a diesel, I tell you what. That is interesting. So the alternative to this is that 6.2 liter V8, the V8 that we have in our Cadillac Escalade. That giant pushrod V8 has good and bad reputation. I've loved it. It's been really good in our Escalade, but there is there is, let me turn this down. How do we do it? There we go. You know, there are pretty well-known lifter issues with it, so I'm kind of nervous about that potentially becoming an issue with our Escalade. Hopefully they're starting to get a little bit better with them and that being remedied. Hopefully it is being remedied. So just a glimpse. You got grab handles on both sides. That's always nice. Sometimes they forego the driver's side because they assume you grab the steering wheel. Full digital display there. Giant 15-inch. Excuse me, is it 15 or 13? It might be 13, excuse me. I'll double check. Digital or infotainment here. A lot of your automatic start, stop, traction control, your front and rear locker. How about that? That's pretty wild. Plenty of little cargo space down here. Couple cup holders, but a couple more right there. Oh. Sorry guys, we're experiencing this for the first time together. So giant cargo area here. But yeah, this just looks incredible in here. You got a digital, part of the tech package is having a digital rearview mirror as well. Let me hop back there. So part of the Bison is you get these rock sliders, right? But in addition, unique to this one is they put on these, I'll probably take them off, but they put on these steps. They hang pretty low, and if you ever go off-roading at all, these are probably gonna be the first thing to rip off, right? So still cool that it was on there. Anyway, it didn't add too much to the price, really. The Bison package in general is right around $8,000 beyond the standard ZR2. And I see a lot of people kind of back and forth on that on the forums and on other videos and sites that I've reviewed. I mean, a lot of people are kind of 50-50 on that. Like, it's not really worth $8 grand. But to me, if you're going to spend this kind of money, might as well get the best of the best that you can get. And, you know, it really does set it apart, I think. It makes it look really cool. The steel bumpers are sweet. You do have a head cutout up here. Thought that was kind of unique. I didn't know that was the case. And a middle portion of the window will slide. I think it was just heated seats back. Yep, just heated seats back here. Driver's side gas cap. There's your Bison badge. Yeah, decal rather. It's pretty simple. So I like that. Simple, it's not gaudy, it's not the giant Raptor streaks down the side. I like it. It's a mature look. Did come with the bed liner already with the ZR2 stamped. Let me give you a better view. ZR2 stamped, obviously toward the end there. Multifunctional tailgate here where this will pop down. I'm not going to demonstrate. Let's see let's mess with it. So standard. I haven't actually tinkered with it in person yet. And then obviously you can actually bow this down, break it down further to be a step, an additional step up. So definitely nice. And I tell you what, this right here with your step up handle, this right here is what you quickly miss when you find yourself without a truck. You're like us, we had that and our Escalade. We quickly missed having, you know, just a truck bed. I mean, gosh, all it takes is one trip to the dump to miss having this capability. Throwing the dirty lawnmower back here, putting the trash back there. Unique to the Bison as well is you get this flat black portion here for the breakaway part of the tailgate. There's your AEV badge out back with your Bison. Pretty cool. Check out this rear bumper though. I think this is just unreal. I love that. From factory, we're getting this on the truck. Like, this alone was like really set it apart from the Tundra TRD Pro. You know, the Tundras just feel like a plastic truck totally, whereas this, yeah, we're starting to, I don't know, beef it up a little bit, and I really appreciate that. We'll pop around. Actually, let me show you a side angle here. Maybe I can get under here a little bit. I can kind of see part of the suspension system. Let's go. I should have turned the wheel. There you go, your Multimatic suspension system, which I've read this is a phenomenal setup. A little bit more catered toward rock crawling versus high-speed desert running like you would find in the Raptor and TRX. It's just catered toward a different thing. Although these are very nice Goodyear Wrangler tires, I will be swapping them out. I think they're just a bit too small to fit the look of this truck. They do have a good reputation though. Pretty aggressive looking too. But I think with white lettering out, it'll look pretty awesome. Up top, rubber control arm. All right, well, let's do one more fadeaway shot and we'll call it good here. So let me know how crazy you think this decision was, or how stupid it was. I know a lot of people of you, I mean, you guys are Toyota enthusiasts just like me. And so I expect there to be a level of hatred for this truck here. I expect that. But you know, I'm trying to be open-minded, trying something new. I really just want to explore what this 3-liter inline-6 diesel is all about. Not to mention with all the additional off-roading goodies to it. Actually try to put this off-road and put it through some paces and enjoy it a little bit more than what I typically do. So I appreciate you guys watching as always. If you want to see more of the ZR2 Bison here, please consider liking and subscribing. I feel ugly for asking that, but I think at this point it'd be really cool to really build this out and experience a little bit more. So let me know what your thoughts are. Appreciate you watching as always. Till next time.